Hi, welcome back to Plain and Simple Projects. We had installed the Independence Mosquito Magnet out in the yard, as you saw in one of the previous videos. Anyway, it started up, but didn't run for much longer than about just a couple minutes. So something's wrong with it. We're getting a flashing yellow light with a red light every 7 seconds or so. Something either is out of power or it's not generating enough heat so that it will drive the power source. So we're going to take this apart and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. Alright, so starting the teardown process, got to take the base stand off of the mosquito magnet. So a pro tip here I found somebody else I was talking to was taking a cardboard board, piece of cardboard, using it to hold our screws. So that's what we're doing here. We'll use it to hold the screws that we don't lose them. And after I heard about that, I was like, I'm going to try doing that. So we are using this method. So I didn't come up with this. I just saw it somewhere else, and I can't remember who told me about it, but I like it. So anyway, our 4 base screws right there. I'll get this thing pulled apart for us. Piece back here needs to come off too. Let's take this off first. We get a ratchet for it. Okay, we'll give you a better angle here so you can see a little bit better what's happening. So, okay, disconnect a few things here. We're going to disconnect this wire from the board over here. Just push on that, it should release itself. There we go. Okay, that's that one there. Take note of that. We got this here that connects to this board over here. Okay. There it goes. There's another board here. There's a screw actually that ties this one here. It's like an Allen wrench. Oh, it's actually a star. It's just not an Allen, it's a star. Hang on. May have one right here for that. I do. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to disconnect it. It's one of these specialty star wrenches. You can get them at Lowe's or Home Depot or any sort of home improvement place. Kind of interesting. Okay. It's not a Phillips or it's one of these things. Okay, we'll pull this over. Put that in our board here. I'll write that up. Okay, that's a grounding strap from the radiator. Grounding strap. It just must tie basically the board to the body of the unit. So that's good. And that's just connected. Okay. That's good. Got a set screw here. We'll pull this out here. I'm carefully gonna cut this tie here without hurting the other wires. that should loosen it up for us. Here's the board. It just sits back here like this in that slot. That's fine. We got one right here. Let me disconnect on this side. There it is. Okay, good. Let's see if we get this thing. Come out yet. There it goes. Okay. So we've got one more right here. We need to pull off here. So you pull that board out. Just use one of these tools here to help pull back the lock, and we have it all disconnected for us. Okay, so that's the bulk of the unit here, and hopefully with this video we'll remember where everything went and we can put it back together. Kind of see though, this is the insides here, and we've got our fan. Looks like it's okay. If we need to replace it, we can. Looks like it's doing fine to me. It was working earlier. It sounds good. Bearings sound good. Got these here, that looks okay. I don't see anything that looks broken inside these boards here. Okay. We got this board here. We'll put this back over here for now. So we need to look at it again. Out of the way. Okay, well, that looks okay to me. We've got the electrical here. Let's go pull this battery out. This battery system here. I don't see any corrosion on these boards. That's a good sign. Okay. Alright, so that's there. That's good. Okay. Okay, good. Looks okay. I like it. I think it's alright. So this is looking at this. Here's our power switch. That was working. Battery supply looks like it comes through here. Right in through here. Powers this one, this bigger one. Powers this board right here. That's where that power supply goes to. This is also probably a power supply. Yeah. Comes from here. And let's look in the back of the board. No burn marks. Nothing looks like it's shorted out. A little corrosion right here. I think that's okay. There's not much we can do about that. So anyway, let's see what we can do to fix the rest of this. This one here is a little stiffer. I'll get this board out too. But it's not moving. Looks okay. Looks like there's a transformer there. Probably ties just probably the power supply for this thing here. Okay. So let's go take a look at this then. Let's pull this out. All right, so here's our piece. Okay. All right, let's pull this out here. This is a set screw for this valve. Mark that here too. Comes up pretty easy actually. That's good. All right. Oh, look at that. So that's quite a bit of junk around there. Okay, that's good to see. We'll take a look at that here in a couple minutes. Make sure everything's okay. This is gloves. It's just a couple bucks at your home improvement store, but I'm going to use this here. I'm watching another video, and I'll try to put a link to the other video in here in the video tutorial too, but he recommended using this here, and he's actually a great video. Looks like it's kind of stuck. Hang on. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay. There it goes. Okay. There we go. Okay. This holds the heat sink to this. You know, what's fascinating is that this the 4D batteries in the Independence are actually only used to start it up. You get the igniter running, you get the initial fan running with the airflow, and then to start the combustion of the propane. That's why it takes so much of the batteries out to do it. But once this thing is generating heat from the propane, it uses, I assume, like a thermocouple or something like that to generate power to sustain the fan as long as you have propane running through this with it burning. And we'll see what we can do to get this thing working. So there's that piece. And this is our piece there. It's good. Okay, great. Okay. Spit out the bottom of this like that. Okay, there's our heat sink. That's what that is. Oh, this must be the thermocouple right here, potentially. We'll keep an eye on that. Top piece, there it is. We'll leave that right here with this piece. We've got this piece here like this. So this is it's like a heat shield of some kind. Using to protect everything else inside there. We'll put that right here. Okay, good deal. Now, it's pretty good. Okay, nice. All right, now this side is a little dirtier. Maybe it's good I open this up. Okay, so this must be the output, the combustion. All right, it looks a little dirtier, but it's not horrible. It's definitely dirtier though. Okay, gasket still looks okay. Okay, let's just see what we can do about this here. Don't want it to fall in there. I think it's still serviceable though. Looks okay. Nothing too crazy there. Let's leave it there for a second. Now this one definitely is dirtier. Definitely dirtier. Can use this. I'm just gonna try to scrape some of this out. Hey, a couple things you've noticed. I went back through the old videos and double checked this. This is actually going to come out of this piece here, go back in this thing here, and then come back out underneath over the top of the actual heat shield. Also notice that one of these bolts was out of the wrong spot, and that's actually this one right here. We'll get that fixed right now. I knew I had an extra hole. I wasn't quite sure what it was for, but this is what it's for apparently. So it's along the back one here, so it's going to come down here. So we'll take that one out. It must be for the grounding, one of the grounding wires there. So it will matter which side it is, because if I can't access it, then it'll be problematic, obviously. So we don't want that to happen. We need that grounding wire to be good. So here it is. We'll stick it in this bottom one here. So the space up top. Okay. Okay. Now. That's good. Torque down. I like that. Looks pretty solid. Okay, now we had before our heat sink here. We're going to put this on here like this. And actually, what I'm going to do is really put on this hole. This is actually where this nut's going to drive down to, this hole right here. Just kind of want to show you what that's going to look like. If I do that right, it should look like this. So it's going to come down like this, where it's on top of that piece here, right there, right about there. So this should be on the edge of this piece when it drives down. This should help hold it there in place. Obviously, we'll put this heat sink on there. Okay, it's right on the edge of that piece. And now we're going to take apart this piece down here. That's it. Okay, carefully. Okay, here it is. Had to use a little bit of brake cleaner and let it soak there for a while. I also used some carb cleaner, let it soak. It's just all cleaned out there. It was passing air through it, so that was a good sign. I think it's better than it was for sure. We'll have to test it and see if it works. But anyway, I guess that's what it's supposed to look like on the back side here. So, like I said, I sat in some carb cleaner and even brake cleaner at first, and then I turned it to carb cleaner just to try to do what I could to get it out. So we'll let that sit there, let it dry for a second. The gloves back on, and we'll put back to go with this this propane injector part. Gonna move out this thing.